Follow these steps day by day, and then one day you're going to be walking your dog, washing the dishes, or taking out the garbage, and it will hit you like a bolt of lightning, and your life will be changed for the better, and it will never be the same. Some people call it the download, but that's not really correct, and I'll explain why later. It is more like a spiritual awakening. By the way, my name is Alex, and I help people heal spiritually. If a spiritual awakening is what you're looking for, here are 12 steps that you can follow that will bring you to this awakening. All right, let's start. So I know these 12 steps might be familiar to some of my brothers and sisters on here. For ease of language, I will use the term God to represent a higher power. You can substitute it with Allah, Creator, the universe, or anything that you're comfortable with. The first step is to admit and accept that we are powerless over our lives. Whether it be addiction to substances, to attention, or just frustration over everyday occurrences that don't go away. We accept that it is not within our human ability to change this. Step 2 is to believe that there is a power greater than ourselves that can help us. This gives us hope. With this belief in a higher power, or God, step 3 is to surrender the fact that we are powerless over our lives. And so we surrender it to God and have faith that God knows best. Step 4 is to have the courage to take a moral inventory of ourselves, to truly see and admit that we have personal flaws, and we have the courage to keep going in spite of these flaws. Step 5 is to be honest and truthful going forward, to admit to God, to ourselves, and to another human being of all our past wrongdoings. If you do not have someone you can trust to listen without judgment, I recommend you write down the nature of your wrongs and then ceremoniously burn it. In step 6, we accept all of our own flaws as well as the flaws in other people, because we accept we are patient and kind towards ourselves and others, because we have accepted our powerlessness. It's starting to snow. Are you still with me? Good. Step 7 then requires you to have humility to ask God to remove all our shortcomings. This is best done in meditation, contemplation, or prayer. Steps 8 and 9 are possibly the hardest steps for some people, so let's get started. Step 8 is the willingness to make amends. Make a list of the people you have harmed, and if it is possible to make amends, do so. Do so as long as it doesn't cause harm to others in the process. The willingness to truly want to make amends is what is important. Step 9 comes from the other direction. If there are people in your past that have caused you harm or trauma, forgive them. Resentment festers like a rotten wound. Forgive them in your heart and let it go. It is time. Step 10 is to maintain this form of honesty and continue to take moral inventory of yourself and immediately admit when you are wrong. In step 11, we use prayer and meditation to connect with God to find our purpose. We pray for knowledge to know what God's will is for us, and we pray for the strength to carry it out. And step 12 is what I'm doing right now. After having the spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we have the responsibility to share this message and act in service to any human being that is ready for this awakening. So it's not really a download, because a download implies that you're getting this information from something else or someone else. It is more like an awakening, because that which you seek is actually inside you, is with you all the time. But we have been programmed not to be able to see it. Follow these steps day by day, and then one day you're going to be walking your dog, washing the dishes, or taking out the garbage, and it will hit you like a bolt of lightning, and your life will be changed for the better, and it will never be the same. I guarantee it.